Hey everyone, Nick from ResoNix Sound Solutions here on another competitor spotlight video, this time on Natan Budiono and his Suzuki. What's going on, Natan?
Good. Thank you for videoing me again.
Yeah,
This is the second time we had it before.
I think we did, the last one was in 2019. Yeah. So since 2019, what has changed in your car?
All right. Because of the pandemic, I have much more time installing time at home, so I'm doing this upgrade since 19, especially changing all the speakers to JBL Arena X line.
Okay.
In the trunk here, you can see that this is a 12-inch JBL Arena X right now. Even have a custom 3D printed and this edition with the Suzuki. And the rest is all the same as what you've seen before.
Okay. So for those that don't know, what is really going on here? Just a quick rundown.
Okay, this is the heart of the system basically. It's a Mark Levinson from the Lexus OEM system. It's a 16-channel DSP with amplifier in it. Okay. And I'm running 4 of the amplifier powered to the light speaker, the height speaker, which is the low power speaker, height speaker, and the 2 side speaker in the front door, which I will explain later. Okay. The other 12 channels is fed through the Ethan core to power more higher wattage to the mid bass and the more important speakers. Okay. And one of the channels going to, we can look at in the back, going to my 1-channel JBL Stadium 1000 watt. This one is powering my new 12 inch subwoofer. Yeah. So and that's good. No from there back here, huh? Yeah. And as I was telling about the Mark Levinson amplifier, I'm using because I want to use the feature on this, the quantum logic immersion technology. Okay. The problem is just it requires the Lexus head unit to control. So how do you have access to something so crazy? It's not difficult. Well, as long as I get... I'm asking, yes, how do you have access to that? Number one, you can buy all of these parts, even from eBay. Really? From the crash car, you can get the head unit, display, even the existing harness. The semi-difficult thing is how to get the pin out. Yeah. And yeah, of course, I work in a OEM That's the other thing. Industry. Just knowing. Yeah, for those that don't know, Natan here works for Harman, which is the owner, I guess, of Mark Levinson. So he has access to some pretty cool stuff that your average person doesn't really have access to. And his car is able to do some pretty interesting things that most will never really accomplish. Yeah, but still a challenge because I get the information on the amplifier, which is what with our product. Yeah. But the head unit is Panasonic product. It's not my product. Oh. So the wiring, I was able, because I work with the manufacturer, so Toyota was able to share some of the, which is normal. Like if you go to a service manual, there's some. You probably find that in all. Yeah, you can find what the pin out, everything. Okay. So it's easy enough. The head unit is kind of like standalone, a little bit challenging to integrate with the Suzuki. Yeah. But I was utilizing everything, the features. So head unit, for example, like the steering wheel control on the Suzuki works with that. Really? It runs on with the Lexus head unit. Also, the rear backup camera works. Really? And the speed sensing also works. So I can adjust, I can tune like when the faster you are, the more bass, things like that to make the linearity sound. Do you actually use those features? Oh yeah. Really? Yeah. So when I'm driving and road noise, things like that, I still can hear the bass normally at any volume. When I'm exiting the highway, I don't have to turn down the volume. Yeah. All linear like that. So you mentioned before, height speakers, and I also see you got rear fill pods back here. Yeah. Can you tell me maybe more about what you're doing back here as far as like rear fill or height and what they kind of accomplish for your car? So this technology, and this one is with upmixer, is called quantum logic immersion. It produced from the 2-channel stereo input. It slices all the different positioning up to 7.1 channel. So that's the reason why I'm using many speakers, not many, basically to fulfill the 7.1 architecture. Okay. So left, center, right, and 2 sides and 2 rear. Okay. Those are 7.1 subwoofer. And then you also have the height speakers too, right? Yeah. So how do those? This is 7.1, 7.1.2. Okay. Last time we were interviewing was 7.1.3. I reduced the center height because I don't need it.
Okay.
Yeah. And I will talk about it later, what replacing the center height.
Okay. So yeah, let me go on this side.
Inside. You go the other side.
All right. So what do we got going on in here?
All right, as you already saw last time, this is the integration of the Lexus LC500 head unit. The controller is here. The head unit CD player, DVD player, Blu-ray player, everything is here. And I replaced this display with a bigger display from the Lexus RX. Okay. Last time it was smaller one.
Okay.
I just found one laying around.
You just found one laying around. And who could be so lucky, huh?
No, you can
find one
at eBay. You can get it too.
So what's
this speaker layout? Yeah.
Yeah. What's going on up here? This is definitely different than last time.
Yeah. This is all the Arena X line, and start with the left and right channels. It's a three-way system. Normal, mid bass 6.5.
Down in the kicks.
Yep. Down in the kicks, sealed, no venting out. I'm a minimalist guy.
Yep.
And then the mid range and the tweeter. The tweeter have a unique waveguide.
Yeah.
The waveguide is so amazing, meaning it's so widely dispersed that there's no really hot spot. That even if you hear it close, right, it doesn't never have that hot spot. You can listen like this. It's all the same sound.
Yeah.
And beryllium material.
Okay.
And it doesn't sound like beryllium, like harshness.
Doesn't have like the so stigma behind it.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And everything unique about the enclosure is I did this in the winter time, so I cannot work in the garage. All 3D printed.
Okay.
ABS material, so it doesn't warp, doesn't melt in the heat.
Is there anything specific with the shape to it? Because I noticed it's definitely a different shape.
Yeah, many people ask me that, but the answer is no. It's just cosmetic.
Yeah. Okay.
But there is no specific. It creates like a 20 hertz extension or like that.
No. It's just it's just an enclosure.
Yeah.
Okay.
But unique thing is super thick. If you knock on it, it's super thick.
Oh yeah.
It's plastic. For plastic,
it seems like it's made out of like wood or aluminum or something. Yeah.
The whole one side here, it used up one filament, one roll.
One whole roll.
1 kilogram.
Jesus.
The thickness on the wall is almost 10 millimeter.
Oh wow. Yeah, so you're getting no resonance out of there.
But I did additional innovative thing is not the whole thing is solid, the 10 millimeter. So maybe there's a wall of about 3.5 millimeter on the inside and the outside, and then the center one I only print like 10% of filling. Okay. So it makes the enclosure like floating inside. It's like isolated, so the resonance is not getting outside. Cool. So it seems to help psychologically.
Yeah, psychologically.
And then as you can see on the side mirror pads, there's a side speaker, we call it. So that's for the side channels. Those are only small enclosure, which the speaker doesn't require big enclosure. So even though there's almost no enclosure, it still produce low frequency down to 200 hertz easily. Okay. Center speaker, mid-range in here, same speaker, and the tweeter is the same. Basically, all to get the timbre matching for the surround sound, 7.1. All the mid-range, I have 7 mid-range are all identical to get the same timbre characteristic. Yeah. All of them are two-way. I mean, two-way the same mid-range, 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 mid-range tweeter. But the left and right is three-way, right? It's full range. To get the good, especially for the two seats, I used to have the up mixer to get the left, center, and right. Usually the center, you only have the 3.5 inch reliable. It doesn't have sound
no bass.
No bass.
Yeah, no mid bass. No, especially no low bass.
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, I took out. I used to have a center height, but not functional, not needed anymore for a small car like this. So I used the extracted channel to power my hidden woofer inside this IP.
So you have
to make it three-way. So the center have three-way, left has three-way, right has three-way. For the two-seat tune with the up mixer, it creates the more body sound on the center image, not just relying on
Tell me how you did that.
It's a prototype kind of woofer, super small. It's only like maybe 2 by 4 inches, oval shape, 2 pieces. And I built everything with 3D printed box also, but it's in a array so that it has anti-vibration characteristics.
So they're opposing.
Yeah. So mechanically it cancels itself. Yeah. So even if you crank up, it goes down to 40 hertz. even a small one.
We got a viewer here.
Hi, Faith.
What's going on?
He did erupt. My bad.
You're good.
When he's done though, I want in.
Okay, sure. So it helped me to get this nice full range centers.
Okay, cool. And you experienced a good improvement with that?
Yeah,
Cool.
especially for the 2 seat.
So I guess you're a good person to ask this, and a lot of people are starting to get into wanting to do 2-seat and wanting to do center channels. What do you think is, and I know this from personal experience a little bit, definitely not as much as you, but how low would you say your center channel really needs to play in order for it to be effective?
200 hertz. 200 hertz kind of the magic number. Like even the mid range is like 200 up to 100. That's where the transition within
from mono to stereo.
200 hertz at least. In most OEM system, we only use almost none of them use woofer.
Yeah.
But you can also do pitch management if you have a mixer, right?
Yeah. And most OEM systems aren't playing loud anyway, so the small speakers can.
Yeah, you can direct the low frequency to the left and right to get some of the body, but you have to time align it. More difficult than having a speaker actually.
Yeah. All right.
And talking about 2 seats, this is also new. Just starting 4 months ago, I cut my steering wheel.
That doesn't sound very safe.
It's safer than removable steering wheel. I still have my airbag.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and then
so you hold it down here when you're driving.
Yeah, the only difficulty is when you park, so because you tend to grab something that doesn't exist. So this one helps in the path length, right? If you look at this mid range, it would have been blocked a little bit by the steering wheel. So it helps the 2-seat sound for the passenger seat.
Oh, it really helps with the 2-seat because the angle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The driver's seat. The driver's seat. It's only 5% help maybe, but because less
the passenger seat, if you look,
big time,
this would have been, I know a steering wheel is small, for the people watching, a steering wheel is small, but the way it comes, it kind of blocks the whole mid-range and part of the tweak.
Yeah, it's even bigger than the voice coil on the mid-range, so it's a little bit more restricted there.
Cool. So what about these speakers, these little things up here?
The high speaker, it came out of the Lexus LS500. It's just the OEM 40 millimeter. 40 millimeter.
40 millimeter?
Yeah, 40 millimeter, just 2 round speaker, mid-range from 300 hertz and up.
Okay. And how does, so this is playing not stereo signal, probably not even differential signal. The Quantum Logic is probably processing it in a way.
Yeah.
So to anyone watching this, height speakers, probably not for you, but, Natan has different technology.
No, not necessarily. For one seat, I'm not using any technology.
Really?
The 1-seat tune, basically only
time
EQ, time delay, and gain. That's all.
That's it?
This one also full range, everything.
No up mixing?
No up mixer.
Really?
Yeah, it's just
so let me ask you, I don't know
together.
if you're willing to divulge in this. For a 1-seat tune, what does a height speaker bring you, number 1? And number 2, how would you set up the input mixing for something like that? Just playing it left and right?
This is just left and right. That one is left only, this is right only.
Not even differential?
No.
Really?
Not even left minus
just
right.
Regular stereo signal?
Because I don't like the sound of the process sound because once you do differential, it never, especially speaker in front of you, when you do differential, it's always moving image.
Yeah.
Because certain group delay is in phase with the speaker, then it pulls this way. Certain ones, it's gonna move like that.
Yeah.
So just play around with the frequency response to get kind of replicate or predicted how it would environment would sound if it's up on the ceiling. It's kind of like that. And it creates the height, it increases the height states and also the spaciousness, the openness.
Okay. I was just going to ask you that, what kind of benefit you get out of it in a 1-seat.
It's more transparent sound, basically.
Okay. Like it feels more open, more real.
Yeah, just not too high, just enough so that you don't hear, but you can feel.
Yeah. Cool.
I think
that pretty much covers everything. Is there anything else you want to tell us or show us about your car?
The rest you already seen it before. That I don't think nothing new.
Cool.
Pretty much.
Thank you. I appreciate you for the video again. Cool. And good luck out here. We'll see you hopefully up on stage at the end of this weekend.
Thank you very much for the opportunity.
All right. Bye, Natan.
Bye.